Hello everybody, how's it going? Today I made a mistake. We are in very, very cold water. And if you walk in there, it will kill you super fast. So we're gonna go ahead and try and make a safe way back across. There we go. And what is the plan for today? Well. We're gonna go and meet up with the old man, meet up with our big old boy, and see what he is up to. He said he had a lot to tell us. But before we do that, I want to go over to where that pin is first. Today we're going to be seeing if we can finally get the paraglider from him, and then do some exploration around the plateau now that we have our new movement option. But we got to see if we can even get the thing from him first. Who knows what he's going to be up to. But for now, we're going to take our time on our way to go meet him. We gotta even figure out where he is first. I know, but I'll tell you how to figure it out too. Most importantly, we have a rock to pick up. And you know, I can't stand this. It's looking like this, we gotta fix it. That's busted. Yahaha! We found a Korok. Huh? You're not Hestu, but you can see me? I didn't know your kind can see the children in the forest. Hey, buddy, what does that mean? Well, if you run into Hestu, please return this to him. A Korok seed. It has a distinct smell. It smells of wealth, seeing as it's made of gold. Surely that's what it is. Oh, and my friends are hiding in lots of different places too. Don't be shy about poking your nose into suspicious places. Nailed it. Anyway, now that we've got that taken care of, that is a beautiful sunset, we're going to go ahead and make our way to where the old man is. Let's go ahead and slide down the mountain first, and then we'll go ahead, open up our map, and see if we can find him. Whoop. Ooh, shoes. Okay. These guys, choo-choos or jellies, whatever you want to call them, are big and they will freeze you. While they're in a darker color, that's the time to hit them. White choo-choo jelly. These are natural little bombs that we can mess with. We'll show off how they work a little bit later. But before we do that, I want to go in here. There's a secret little area that I want to show off. Oh. Hi, buddy. No. Okay. Can we beat you before you freeze over again? Yes. Okay. Alright. So in here, what is in here? Well, we still got a little bit of a ways to go. We'll just run past you for now. I want to go right in there. You can kind of see the rock looks a little different. Yeah, that's because that is the corner of a cliff. Not a cliff, a cave. We're going to go in here. And, you know, classic Zelda tradition, hiding stuff behind the waterfall. That goes all the way back to the first game. And, ooh, we have a soldier's broadsword. This is a very powerful weapon. In fact, it might be the strongest weapon we can pick up right now. At least in, like, a relatively easy fashion like that. Let's go ahead and... you see how some of these weapons will sparkle and some of them don't? The sparkle means it's undamaged. So let's go ahead and drop that. And pick up a new bow. In here, we have fire arrows. Traditionally, they're a key item, but nope. They're just a natural thing we can pick up here. Same with the regular arrows. When you are working with a bow, you can go ahead and switch between them pretty easily. Kind of nice. So. Nope, I don't want that. We need to cross here safely. Again, this is ice water, so you will take damage if you fall in... Yikes. Okay. You can make a couple Cryonis pillars at a time. As you can see, we have 3 out. The second you make another one... Oh, shoot, Link. Link. This is bad. This is so dangerous. We are almost there. I could just teleport, but no, I'm keeping it real for you guys. Alright. Come on. Oh, no. Oh, that's bad. We might be dead. We might actually be dead. Alright. Well, that's what I was going to show off. Depending on how you die, the game over text is different. I mentioned I was going to show off something with the game over screen, and that's that. If you die based on cold, it'll be ice blue, kind of like this. And otherwise, it'll change a bit differently too. I think the only other big one is electricity will make it yellow. And then fire, of course, would make it red. But I think that's basically it as far as how the game over text changes. Though it's red on its own normally, so, you know, that's just kind of how it be. Let's see now. Can we make it across this time? Wink, 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 I swear. This is so dangerous. Honestly, I might just go back. Keys! Feels bad. They drop ice wings, though. May as well pick them up. Who knows what they're for? Ooh. Ooh, okay, okay. Okay. Now, this is something worth showing off. If we can get the keys to leave us alone. These guys will not go into the air now. Let's risk it. So we can actually open the chest up here, and we found a soldier's bow. This one has a modifier on it, durability up. That's super nice. And we can't take it. Alright, that's fine. We have another damaged traveler's bow, though. May as well drop that to take our reward. That's a very potent weapon. Now to get back safely. Let's do that. Now, if you're ever in a situation where you do want this to raise, even though the guys on it are gone, you can whistle, and up they will go. But this is the area I was talking about earlier. We can go across here in a relatively safe fashion. As you can see, we've got this metal door right here, and with Cryonis, we can finish crossing with ease. Otherwise, switch over to Magnesis, and we've got that we can lay down as well. So yeah, you'll be able to make a makeshift bridge with it. Pretty handy. There's a little campsite over here. We could go ahead and investigate that, but I'm actually going to leave it there for a minute. Once we talk to the old man, we're going to do some more exploration around the Great Plateau, so we'll save it for then. As for now, the old man said that these 4 shrines that we got around here, go ahead and make an X between them and find where the points intersect. It's not perfect, but it's the Temple of Time is what he's talking about. You can see that kind of lines up pretty well between there. So let's go ahead and make our way that way. So we ended up back here, right near the Shrine of Resurrection, where we started out the game. Not too far of the Temple of Time now, so let's go ahead and fall to our doom. Alright, Link. Eat some mushrooms, climb this wall, and we're just gonna keep going on as normal. Break another shield, why not? Ooh, into the water. This stuff is fine. Not gonna freeze in there. But the big thing is, we got the Master Sword, everybody. Nah, it's a rusty broadsword. This one is beat up. It'll work, but it'll break very, very quickly. Compared to all of our other weapons, I mean, we can take it. We can just get rid of the torch. But only expect to get a couple hits out of it. Maybe like 5. Dive on into the water. And one thing we can show off here is fishing. Is a professional sport that requires a lot of patience or very good technology. Bomb fishing is indeed a thing. It's really funny and it's actually super effective. We'll find an area that I'll show you in a little while. Probably not this episode, but there's a place where it's super viable. But here we are back at the Temple of Time. There's keys everywhere. Time to make sure there's keys nowhere. Can we get anything from you, Guardian? Yes, we can. Ancient gear. And can we... We can't climb the window. Oh. Yeah, we're not climbing that. Let's just go around. Up here. Got more guardians to look through. Take a screw from you. Take a spring from this thing. I don't know, I was trying to think of a rhyme. I guess it works. A shaft. Okay. Another screw. Yeah. Oh. Old man, that you? Are you a statue? Are you a spirit in a statue? Oh. Guess it stopped glowing now that we're here. We've got nothing else to do. Let's go ahead and pray. You who have conquered the shrines and claimed their spirit orbs, I can offer you great power. It appears you've claimed 4 spirit orbs. In exchange for them, I will amplify your being, so tell me what it is that you desire. You can get heart containers and stamina vessels here. That's pretty good. This is how you gain health and stamina in the game, by clearing all the side content. Pretty nice system, actually. It's great. You're constantly getting rewarded. It's just an excellent method. It amplifies your ability to explore by giving you very good incentives. It gives you a very quick way to figure out, you know, how can I get stronger, all of that. It leaves a lot of that up to you to control. I love it. Let's go ahead and take a heart container for now. We're in master mode. We're going to get beat up a lot, so we should prioritize health for a little bit. Nice. So, how are we gonna do this? Well, my estimation is for right now... Oh. The blessing of the goddess has made you that much more resilient, I see. Here I am. Get up here, quickly. Alright, buddy. I want to see, is there a treasure chest back here? I thought I remember that, but I guess not. No. Okay. Anyway, we're going to be running this on a 2-to-1 basis, so I'm going to try to do 2 heart containers and then 1 stamina vessel. Seems pretty reasonable to me. We are in master mode, as I mentioned before, so, like, survivability is going to be very important for us to take care of. Um, yeah. And just to be a bit more explicit than the game, a stamina vessel is not an entire new wheel, it's a part of the wheel. I think it's like 5 or 6 that you need to max it out fully. So, yeah. Let's go ahead, check the old man. Oh, there we go. And let's hear what he has to say.
Well done there, young one. Now then, the time has come to show you who I truly am. I was King Rhombospheramus Hyrule. I was the last leader of Hyrule, a kingdom which no longer exists. The Great Calamity was merciless. It devastated everything in its path, a century ago. It was then that my life was taken away from me. And since that time, here I have remained in spirit form. I did not think it wise to overwhelm you while your memory was still fragile. So rather than that, I thought it best to assume a temporary form. Forgive me. I think you are now ready. Ready to hear what happened 100 years ago. To know Calamity Ganon's true form, one must know the story from an age-long past. The Demon King was born into this kingdom, but his transformation into malice created the horror you see now. Stories of Ganon were passed from generation to generation in the form of legends and fairy tales. But there was also a prophecy. The signs of a resurrection of Calamity Ganon are clear, and the power to oppose it lies dormant beneath the ground. We decided to heed the prophecy and began excavating large areas of land. It wasn't long before we discovered several ancient relics made by the hands of our distant ancestors. These relics, the divine beasts, were giant machines piloted by warriors. We also found the Guardians, an army of mechanical soldiers who fought autonomously. This coincided with ancient legends, oft repeated throughout our land. We also learned of a princess with a sacred power, and her appointed knight, chosen by the sword that seals the darkness. It was they who sealed Ganon away using the power of these ancient relics. 100 years ago, there was a princess set to inherit a sacred power, and a skilled knight at her side. It was clear that we must follow our ancestors' path. We selected 4 skilled individuals from across Hyrule and tasked them with the duty of piloting the divine beasts. With the princess as their commander, we dubbed these pilots champions, a name that would solidify their unique bond. The princess, her appointed knight, and the rest of the champions were on the brink of sealing away Ganon. But nay. Ganon was cunning, and he responded with a plan beyond our imagining. He appeared from deep below Hyrule Castle, seized control of the Guardians and the divine beasts, and turned them against us. The champions lost their lives, those residing in the castle as well. The appointed knight, bravely wounded, collapsed while defending the princess. And thus, the kingdom of Hyrule was devastated absolutely by Calamity Ganon. However, the princess survived, face Ganon alone.
Link, you are our final hope. The fate of Hyrule rests with you.
That princess was my own daughter, my dear Zelda. And the courageous knight who protected her right up to the very end. That knight was none other than you, Link. You fought valiantly when your fate took an unfortunate turn. And then, you were taken to the Shrine of Resurrection. Here you now stand, revitalized 100 years later. The words of guidance you have been hearing since your awakening are from Princess Zelda herself. Even now, as she works to restrain Ganon from within Hyrule Castle, she calls out for your help. However, my daughter's power will soon be exhausted. Once that happens, Ganon will freely regenerate himself, and nothing will stop him from consuming our land. Considering that I could not save my own kingdom, I have no right to ask this of you, Link. But I am powerless here. You must save her, my daughter, and do whatever it takes to annihilate Ganon. Somehow, Ganon has maintained control over all 4 divine beasts, as well as those guardians swarming around Hyrule Castle. I believe it would be quite reckless for you to head directly to the castle at this point. I suggest that you make your way east out to one of the villages in the wilderness. Follow the road out to Kakariko Village. There you will find the Elder Impa. She will tell you more about the path that lies ahead. Consult the map on your Sheikah slate for the precise location of Kakariko Village. Make your way past the twin summits of the dueling peaks. From there, follow the road as it proceeds north.
Go on. Here's the paraglider, just as I promised. There it is. Quest complete. With that, you should be able to safely fly off the cliffs surrounding this area. And I think that's it. I've told you everything I can. Link, you must save Hyrule. Heavy stuff. We got the start of our story. Let's go ahead, pick up. Our inventory is full again. I know a lot of people complain about item durability, and I do see, you know, there's some merit to those critiques, of course, but at the same time, some of the things we've got, like, we're gaining equipment really quickly. It's not that big of a deal. When we get a bit farther into the game, I'll give my take on it. I do actually have a pretty detailed solution. You know, why not do it now? So I actually don't mind item durability, but I do have a couple tweaks that I would personally like to make to it. So number one is I think there should be a base kit of weapons that are guaranteed indestructible, but they are relatively weaker than what you'd find out in the main world. For example, I think we should have a indestructible sword that you get at some point, maybe in like Tears of the Kingdom they would do this, that has like a default weapon damage of 5 or something. So it's like kind of low. Maybe you could do 4 or even 3. But you're guaranteed to have it, so you'll never be out of something. And then as you go through the main game, kind of like in past Zelda games, you can upgrade your equipment, and maybe you'd get it to do like, you know, 10 or 20 or like 30 damage or something. So you'll always have something you can fall back on, but it's not going to carry you through the game all on its own, right? That's kind of one idea that I really like, but another one would be keep durability in place. Otherwise, as it is, don't add any like unbreakable equipment. And the only change you make is take every item and give it like double or triple the durability, and then have a way to repair and craft your own weapons. That I think would be kind of cool. For example, imagine like a Boko club over here, and you go to a crafting station or whatnot. You can throw that, and like, you know, a Bokoblin horn or fang or something else, and then bang, you've got a spiked club. That wouldn't be a bad idea either. But again, I don't really think the core system is bad at all. I kind of like it. It does encourage you to use different weapons, try different strategies. It's fine, in my opinion. I wouldn't miss it too much if they changed it a little bit like that. Depending on how the game would be balanced, I wouldn't really mind if they took it away entirely. Again, it really depends on execution, right? But yeah, I definitely think there's stuff you could do to make it better or more interesting, but just because people don't like it doesn't mean you should get rid of it, I guess. Because if you had the same system right now, but just every weapon was indestructible, the game would actually be horribly unbalanced. Because there are areas you can go to to just get a late game weapon right in the beginning, and then bam, you never need anything else ever again. That I'm not a huge fan of. The only way you could really balance around that is to have it locked away by some other level of progress, and that just, you know, kind of puts a nail in the coffin for how Breath of the Wild is supposed to work. So it just doesn't really go all that way in my mind. Anyhow, as you saw, I didn't really mention it too much, but we got the paraglider, so we could actually go ahead and do some other things around this world. So, what are we going to do first? Well, let's take the spear a second. I want to go ahead and explore this area a little bit. There's something I want to go ahead and find. We're going to spend the rest of this episode just kind of running around the plateau, and then the next one we are going to go onto the next area. Hi, boar. Anyway. Let's see, I want to find something first. It might be over here. Let me take a look a second. I think it's like over here. Yeah. Let's go head over there. We need to head that way anyway, because I want to go back to this area. I mentioned that as well. You. No. You. Let's see. Nice. Oh, hi. Oh, tree. Okay. Flurry Rush. Let's go, buddy. Oh, that's a lot of hits. Okay. Ah, man. Just keep it going, keep it going. Can we throw it into him? Nice. And he went down. Sweet, sweet. Okay. Let's see, who's next? Oh, ooh, okay, okay. Alright. We're gonna sneak up on him. Let's go ahead and keep the sword out for this. So we got that little purple meter right below the temperature gauge. Let's keep it quiet. That is our sound. I'm gonna walk up to him. Sneak strike. There we go. And once you clear a camp, if there's a chest there, it'll open up. Nice little reward for doing some combat. And what do we got up here? Let's go find out. Opal. Nice. Not bad at all. Okay, I think my pin is in the right spot. We're going up here. Let's go ahead and pick up some of that raw meat as well. Yup, here we are. I want to show you a little trick. I might be able to show you a little trick, actually. I don't know. No, I can't yet. Okay. Later on. But we're going to go ahead and pick up some mushrooms. And, uh-oh. Enter the Stone Talus. We got a boss in the field. So, Stone Talus. Your goal is to avoid all of his rocks. And, if you can, climb up him. Now, this rock is his weak point. Go ahead and beat that up. See if you can't knock him down before he knocks you off. Alright, buddy, come on. Come on. I recommend jumping as you run to get just a little bit more range. See if you can't avoid his hits. Otherwise, you can try to take an arrow and knock him down that way. That'll give you a second to come on up. Now, if you have the hammer still, that is going to do very, very high damage to his little weak spot. Alright, buddy, come on. Throw your rock. Yup, perfect. Ah, man. We gotta get up there. He's gonna heal off all that damage. Okay. Dude, come on. Jump. Do we have any stamina stuff? We don't. No. Link. No, Link, buddy. Alright, come on. He healed a bit. Not too much. Let's go ahead and pull out a fire arrow a second. There we go. It's still an arrow. It'll still do nice damage to him. Ooh. Weapon broke. That's sad. Let's stay up here. One more hit. Perfect. There we go. A reward for beating a field boss is quite different depending on what you're fighting. But for Stone Talus, you're going to get a lot of minerals. Pretty nice. A lot of this stuff can sell for good money. And I'm going to mark it right here, actually. If you ever need to go money grinding, I recommend once you get farther in the game and you're really good at taking out bosses, go ahead and put a marker on the map. That way you'll know where you need to return to if you want to just grind them up. They will respawn after a little while, so that's pretty nice too. But yeah, there is the Stone Talus. And I think we just got one more thing I want to show off before we end this episode, and that's going to be the other pin. So you see this dry grass right here? Well, this is kind of dangerous. The old man warns about it, but you can light it on fire, and the wind will cause it to spread, and you can also use all that wind to keep you aloft. Again, it's kind of cartoon logic, but pretty interesting. Figured I'd show that off while we're over here. This is a bit of a dead end, especially for you, buddy. Oh, that was almost dangerous. Oh. Hi, speaking of dangerous. Jeez. Link, you go hard sometimes. We'll take that. Let's pull out a weapon so we can actually rush you with it. Jump in the air. With bows, when you're in the air, you go into bullet time. We never had a good opportunity to show that off before, but I guess we can now. And then you can do plunging attacks. Classic. Hey, dude. Take that. Let's see. We're just gonna spin around. There we go. Nice. Cleared the area. Let's go ahead and take our reward. 5 fire arrows. Kinda nice. Here we are. We are back to the little pin area. This little fortress that these guys have set up. I'm gonna see if we can't climb our way up here first. And then we're gonna see if we can't dive on down and infiltrate their little base and take all of their precious goods, whatever those may be. Alright, Link, you're almost there. Jump it, there we go. Alright, buddy, shake it off, and let's open this chest and find our reward. 5 whole arrows. Someone had to haul a treasure chest up here and put those arrows there. Just for us to find them. Anyway, we're going to go ahead, and now that we have our paraglider, we can fly our way down and show off this little thing. Aerial bombardment. Haha. No, the chest. Uh-oh. So if you want to get up here another way, you can shoot arrows at that. But honestly, now that we're here, we got nothing else to do. I'm just going to take this chest, take the amber. We cannot get the other one now. That thing has been ethered. Anyway, that's going to be all for this episode. I got nothing else planned. So next time, we're going to be leaving the Great Plateau for the first time and making our way slowly but surely to the main quest. Catch you then.